Nick plans to invest a total of $6,500 in two accounts. Account A and B have an interest rate of 3% and 14% respectively. How much should he invest in each account to earn an interest of $400 in 1 year? Highly recommend you read word problems at least 2 times. 2 to 3 is preferred though. Nick plans to invest a total of $6,500 in two accounts. Account A and B have an interest rate of 3% and 14% respectively. Pay attention to the word respectively. How much should he invest in each account to earn an interest of $400 in 1 year? So once again, we want to invest a total of $6,500, and there's two accounts, account A and account B. Let's also realize that this is talking about interest and at a rate of 3% and 14%. The word respectively comes into mind. Respectively means in that order. So A is 3%, B is 14%. It follows the order from before. That's what the word respectively means for us. So the interest that we're looking to earn is $400 in 1 year. So let's talk about first the invested. There was a total of $6,500 invested. And let's also realize that the total interest we desire to earn is $400, or at least for Nick. So therefore, accounts. We have account A and account B. Account A, once again, is the one that has 3%. It's the one that came first. And account B is the one that has 14%. It came second. So therefore, let's convert it to rates. So decimal rate, I should say. 3 divided by 100, in other words, which gives us 0.03 or 0.03, depending on how you prefer to write it. 14 divided by 100 gives us 0.14 or 0.14, once again, depending on how you prefer to write this one. So let's realize we're going to have to add, in this case, $6,500 because we're investing in two accounts, agreed? Account A plus account B should give us a total of $6,500. That should be a pretty straightforward equation on that format. But the second one, how do we find the interest? Well, that's pretty straightforward, right? All we're doing is multiplying times the rates, or percent, in decimal form. So if we multiply by 0.14 and 0.03 times the A and B, so 0.03 times A gives us the interest in account A, 0.14 times B gives us the interest in account B. If we add them together, it should give us a total of $400. So once again, when we add the interest for both accounts, it should give us a total of $400. So there we go. We have our two equations. We can use substitution or elimination. Either way would work. How do we use elimination? Let's try to eliminate A in this case. So in order to eliminate A, we must get them equal and opposite in value. So I'll try changing the top one only because that's a single value. So it's A, has no number in front of it, so we'll assume it's a 1. And 1s are really easy to change. So in other words, in this case, we're multiplying by a negative because it needs an opposite sign, and it's 0.03 to get an equal and opposite. So distributing 0.03 to everything, 0.03 times 6,500, this is where your calculator could come in handy. Try your calculators, clear anything that you might have. 6,500 times negative sign at the very bottom, 0.03. That gives us $195. Negative $195, I should say. So let's see. Negative 195 equals negative 0.03 when we distribute to the A and distribute to the B minus 0.03B as well. Second equation, we didn't change at all because it's equal and opposite now. So let's just copy it down. There it is, copying down the second equation. So we have 195 plus 400. Remember, in elimination we add. So I like to write the word add rather than the symbol add, because often it will be confused with having a symbol there. So it just means we're adding the quantities. So negative 195 plus 400. Let's realize that the a's cancel out. 0.03 minus 0.03a cancel out. And now we can add. Minus 195 plus 400 gives us 205. And 0.03, negative 0.03 I should say, plus 0.14b gives us 11 or 0.11b, right? Now let's get rid of the 0.11 to both sides of the equal sign. There we go. Divided by 0.11 because it's multiplying with a b. Cancel out the 0.11s, and 205 divided by 0.11 gives us $1,863.63 is the amount we have to invest in account B. So there we go. Account B, $1,863 with 64 cents rounded. Should be what we invest. Okay, so let's use the top formula to substitute the V value and find account A amount. So 6,500 equals A plus B. That was our initial equation, right? We don't want to use the one that when we transformed it. We want to use the original one, which is that one. So replacing the V value with $1,863.64 and solving for E, let's get rid of it to the other side. So minus 1863.64 from both sides. 6,500 minus 1,863.64. This is where you can check with your calculator, right? Try it out. But once you check out, you should find out that we get $4,636.36 is what was invested in account A. So in order to get $400 of interest, you invest $1,863.64 into account B at 14% and $4,636.36 into account A at 3%. There we go. This is the combination that gives us what we want at the end of the year, ideally. The question is, well, if account B gives us a 14% rate back, why wouldn't we put everything in account B? Well, the question is, do you feel safe putting everything on a high risk opportunity or possibly a failure? That's a good question, right? So be aware of that. Let's think about, for example, a 401k plan. If you invest in a 401k, it's essentially what you're doing. If you have a long retirement from now, you probably want to invest a little bit higher into the more risky situation because you have time to invest. That would be the 13%. But if you have less time, then you probably want to invest into the safer account. That's the 3%, agreed, which will more than likely be okay in a critical event. So if you are somewhere in between, you take a preference. What do I want? Do I want to be safe and save most of it but still earn a little bit of money on it at a low interest? Or put most of it at a high rate and then have a possibility of losing a large amount? So that becomes the question of the century, right? And it becomes a question for you when you get a 401k plan. So just as a reference, keep in mind, I'm just using that as a reference to see why we have two different accounts and why you would probably want to invest in two different accounts.